Hi, I'm Kiara Orozco, Comprehension, Language, Literacy, Development. I chose Reading 4.1, New Angles on Differentiating Reading Instruction, 5 Best Practices that Deserve a New Chapter in the Common Core Era. Use anchor text to teach reading. An anchor text provides a common read aloud text for instruction, and this enables students to have choices with instructional reading. Use formative assessments to inform teaching decisions. Formative assessments place differentiating reading instruction on a rock solid foundation because they consider the child's work, behaviors, and attitudes on a daily basis, and thus decisions about learning, placement, and support emerge from performance-based data and need wait for late in the year standardized tests when it's too late for the current teacher to act on the data. Amplify writing about reading. English novelist E.M. Forster wrote, "How do I know what I think until I see what I say?" Recognize the independent reading is the big accelerator. Students who read voluminously become avid, lifelong readers. Acquire and select books for instructional reading. Teachers perceive finding books that meet each student's instructional needs a challenge because school funding is limited or there are no funds available. Here are suggestions that work. Rate your school's book room and your class library. Ask your school and local public libraries to select books that link to your unit's genre or theme and organize them by instructional reading level. Learners' reading levels are diverse. The students in our class have a wide range of expertise with reading, writing, problem solving, and speaking, and require differentiated instruction that takes them where they are and moves them forward. Formative assessment. Teachers study and monitor all of students' work and behaviors to determine what students do and don't grasp in order to design scaffolds, reteach, and adjust curriculum. Tiered instruction helps students progress. This means that the books students read and the assignments they complete match their learning needs and levels of expertise. The learning experience is the same, but the level of complexity differs. For example, the class will study historical fiction. The anchor text, teaching the how-to of reading. The anchor text is a common text that the teacher reads aloud, modeling how to apply the CCSS. Lessons are brief, 3 to 5 minutes. An 8th grade social studies teacher told me, "I use my textbook and newspaper and magazine articles as anchor text to introduce vocabulary and show students how to identify how to." My bad, I lost my spot. Okay, anyways, with this versatile teaching tool, you can make visible how you analyze text, organize thinking to a journal entry. The first day of teaching the anchor text lesson would be that this lesson shows students how to use specific text details to make logical inferences. Second day, this lesson shows how to discover the author's tone and purpose by selecting 10 to 15 keywords and or phrases from both paragraphs and then linking the words to tone and author's purpose. Third day, this lesson will help students observe how close reading can enable them to figure out the meaning of a confusing word or phrase. The anchor text lesson framework provide background knowledge necessary, tell students what you will model, read the passage aloud, think aloud, citing details and inferences from the text, recap what you did and show students how you use text evidence to support thinking, and engage students in the thinking part of the lesson by asking them to infer, determine the author's purpose, etc. with the partner. Some possible reading conference topics. There's 5 writing conference topics. 1, literary elements, showing understanding by connecting these to a specific text. 2. How and why a person or character changes. 3. Summarizing. 4. Writing about reading. 5. Analytical essays. 5. Reading conference topics. Informational text structures. Analyzing the organization of nonfiction using these. 2. Logical inferences, themes, central ideas. 3. Comparing two or more text to analyze themes, character settings, etc. 4. Tone or mood, author's purposes. 5. Close reading, confusing passages. Independent reading, the achievement accelerator. Understanding text complexity. Insights into text complexity can help you guide students to selecting readable books. Give an interest inventory and tap into students' interests. When you know students' interests, you can find books that engage them. A book talking on center stage. Book talks introduce students to hundreds of books in the course of a school year. Encourage ebook reading at home and at school. Discussing diverse texts with small groups of students. Having some specific text evidence like text structure, themes, and central ideas. Author's purposes, characters or personal goals, obstacles faced, personality traits, significance of information presented, and literally elements citing plot, conflict, problems, outcomes, protagonists, antagonistic forces. And that was my reading. So thank you for listening to it.